Thank you for joining us today on the listening session. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. I just heard about it, so I'm sorry, I didn't know.
No concerns. I'm glad you were able to join us. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
I am native El Paso. I was born
Okay.
and raised here. I went to Austin High School.
Okay.
Um, I'm one of 9 children. I'm
Wow.
7 of
Oh, wow.
9. So I run we grew up in a big house with a little money, so I'm pretty frugal.
I can appreciate that. Yeah, the first high school I attended in El Paso was Austin High School. My dad was in the military. He got transferred here, and all the Fort Bliss kids basically went to Austin High School at that time.
That's right. That's right. We had a lot of Fort Bliss people. Anyway, so I left for 20 years. I was gone 20 years, and then I came back from 77 to 97. And wow, the city got big in that. I mean, it's like, wow.
Yeah, and it's even
So,
bigger today.
right. So
So what
now
is your interest in today's session?
well, I'm the director of Sun Metro, so that's why I'm interested in
Cool.
everything
Glad
that
you're
has
able
to
to
do
show
with,
up.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So I know we've got Brandon with us. I wanted to go over a few details. So we invite all of our community to sign up for our newsletters at bit.ly/ARC-EP-mail. And our website is thearcofElPaso.org. You can select the Get Involved tab and become a member. And
Okay.
donations are always welcome to the organization by going to our website and selecting donate. We're a nonprofit organization. Future activities we have planned for 2021, including providing training sessions for parents on how to plan for their child's future. We're going to be launching the ARC Adventure Club, initially remote at first because of COVID-19. Our events are listed at thearcofElPaso.org under the events tab. So we are excited about what is happening in 2021.
So when we stopped running on Sunday for 2 reasons. One is because the ridership is very low on Sunday. And we took a poll that 90% of people on Sunday are for pleasure, either going to church, the grocery store, shopping, things that they could do online or do on Saturday.
Okay.
And then the other 10% would be like you, the going to work.
Okay.
But so you're the minority. And I'm hoping that your employer would work with you to change your shift to the other 6 days a week. Yeah. Okay. So that's what we had anticipated, that those people who did have a Sunday shift would probably talk to their employer about getting a shift during the week when we could assist them. And then, and you're correct, we are taking what I think extra measures to protect our riders from the COVID. So I appreciate that you've recognized that.
I know right now the Sunday closures are indefinite.
Yes.
I've not seen any end date. Are you are you looking forward to a date when maybe the Sunday service can be restored?
I had the same question about the streetcar. So we're waiting for the vaccination to roll out where more people will ride the bus, because really our ridership is down during the week, not even on Sunday, 30%. And when the COVID first came out back in March and April, we dropped to 50%. So we went from, like, I don't know, 10 million riders a year to 5 million. And so we're back up now in the 6-7, this is a year up total for the whole year. So not 7 million people, but 700 million rides. So we're 30% down, and that really affects our revenue. So when you don't have the same amount of money, you have to start cutting something. And so we're looking at all our options right now. But the question really is, when will people feel comfortable riding the bus again? The border is, when they open the border, it's been closed since March 22nd for non-essential. A lot of our riders come across the border to go shopping, a lot. And so to answer your question, we do not have a date, but it will probably tie it to when the bridge opens.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be like something to look for is when the bridge opens up again.
Right.
Okay.
Sometime after that, they can open the bridge in a day, but we can't. I mean, we would have to change all our drivers and sign up, and it's a process to get the routes back going.
Okay.
Absolutely, can definitely understand that. Is there any way that Sun Metro could look at providing service to people who are going to work on Sundays?
No, we don't. It would be just too expensive. That'd be a onesie Tuesdays, like an Uber. You're asking me to be an Uber or a Lyft. And so
that would be too expensive for you.
Oh, right. Yeah, no. Yeah. We only charge $2.50. So it costs us $50 for every ride. So we lose money every time. If you're going to look at the economics, we're on the short side of the stick.
And I can see that. So what you're saying is it for like every Lyft ride, it's $50 is what it costs?
Yes.
Where does the rest of the revenue come from, if you don't mind me asking?
We have 3 revenue sources. One is the half penny sales tax from the city. We get grant money from the FTA, and then we have the fare box that people pay.
Okay. And so for people who ride the Lyft, the majority of the funding is, I guess, coming from those other sources.
Right. So just so you know, I am looking at what I'm calling a fair fare. Like, what is a fair fare to charge? $2.50 is very low, very, very low for anything, for any service. Yeah, I mean, you can hardly buy a bottle of water for $2.50 or a cup of coffee. So we are looking at talking to city council about what we charge, not just for the Lyft, but for the buses as well. So just so you know.
Okay. Do you anticipate that could include a possible rate increase?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's Ellen. City council gets to vote, not Ellen.
Right. So you'd be going forward and making the recommendation, I guess, to like balance the books and the budget.
Well, we'd never be able to charge $50. I promise you that. So,
yeah.
But even if we could,
that nobody would want to pay the $50.
Right.
Okay.
Then everybody would call the Lyft, right? The Uber.
I'm sure.
Absolutely. Well, Ellen, I want to thank you for visiting with us today. I think you've answered a lot of our questions. I know you've got another meeting that's coming up in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for that. It was something we weren't expecting, but we're very grateful that you were able to join today.
Yeah. So I did get your email. So if you just keep me on your list and let me know when your meetings are, I'll join as often as I'm able to.
Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Alrighty. Thank you.